So today I'm going to show you how to use the MCA website for your due diligence. So you go to the MCA website, go to MCA services, master data services version 3. Get ready to sharpen your math skills because you're going to use a lot of this captcha. I don't know why, but the MCA website has a lot of this captcha for every time you try to do something. So you click on company or LLP here. So let's, for example, look at any Adani company. So it lists out all the companies which have the name Adani in it. So if you already have the SIN number of the company with you, you can just put that in this box here as well, and it'll give you the exact company. Right, so let's just pick one at random, and let's look at its details. So this will give you all the basic details about the company, which for your due diligence you can use to cross check, right? So here it'll have the SIN, what is the company's exact name, what is the ROC where it's registered, its registration number, what is the date of incorporation, what is their registered address, whether it's listed, unlisted, private, public, the category of company that it is, whether it's an active compliant or not, what is the authorized capital, and what is the paid up share capital, the date of last AGM, the date of last balance sheet, whether the company is active, and what is the jurisdiction of the company. So now for your due diligence purposes, you can use all this information to cross check. Right, so your certificate of incorporation that would be provided to you, you can cross check again that the details are the same. If you have, for example, if you're doing this for a borrowing, right? So you can look at the paid up share capital here again, because to check, whether you require Section 181C resolution or not. So most often than not, you will still require it because the paid up cash share capital is usually lesser in amount, but this will just help you clarify whether you need it or not. So if the amount of your loan is more than, in this case, 5 lakhs, then yes, you're going to need 181 C resolution if you are a public company or a deemed public company. Right? So similarly, if you have last of date of last AGM, and if the resolutions for this date have not been provided to you, you can put this in your requisition list that you send across to the company, that these details have not been shared with you. Mhm. The second is the index of charges. So, index of charges tells you the details about all the charges that are existing on the company's assets. Right? So, it will give you the details of the loan which the companies have taken. So, it's not necessary that this is the loan that the company has taken for itself, but it could also be the charges that have been created for somebody else's loan. Right? So the details that it will tell you is what is the charge ID, who is the charge holder. So here we know that there's no security trustee that was appointed. It's directly in the favor of the lender. So Citibank is the lender. The charge was created on 28 September 2021. It has not been modified. And there is no date of satisfaction, which means this charge is still subsisting, and the amount of the loan in this case is 28 lakhs 24 28 crores 24 lakhs, right? So the address of the lender is there. Whether the charge is registered by any other entity, no, right? So these are the basic details that it will tell you about the charges. So for example, if this is something that you find on the MCA website, you can ask the company in their requisition about the details for this particular loan if these have not been provided to you. So all the financing documents for this, all the resolutions that have been passed for this, all the form filings that have been done for this, okay? So these are the things that you can do with this information. And also, if you are in doing a financing transaction for a new loan that is being taken by this company, you can also check whether you require the NOC from this existing lender who has a charge. So because if you're trying to create the charge on the same assets, then you will most probably require an NOC from the existing lender, right? So this again is something that you can check using the MCA website. Not whether the charge, whether the consent is needed or not, but whether there are existing any charge holders for which you might require a consent, right? So next it will give you the details of the directors. So here we can see that there's three directors. They'll give you the names, the designation, the date of appointment, and a cessation date. So if there's no cessation date, that means that these three people are still the directors and they are the signatories. So again, with these three directors, you can cross-check this when the company gives you a certified list of its directors, and when in the board resolution it certifies specific persons, names them, and mentions that they are directors. You can cross check again with this that these are the directors of the company or not, right? So this is something that the MCA website can really help you with when you're trying to do your DD, and it really helps to cross check all this information once. Just another level of checking that can help you. You can print this, export this, and if you want more information, then you can go to this document related services and go to view public documents. So there you can access the certificates of the company, incorporation documents, charge documents, whatever you need. You can select it and select the year of that filing that you need and go to next, right? But all of this public documents information, this is something that you'll have to pay for. I think the cost is around 100 or something for one company. You can check that. But this is not information that is available freely. The information that's available freely is the master data that we looked at. Okay, so that's all for today's video, and I hope this helps you in your due diligence next.